Welcome back, internet family. So today we are starting the process, and it is going to be a process of making Halloween costumes 2022. So here we go. It doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be a costume. I think no matter what, my kids are going to be excited about it. Plain black quilting cotton, bright red. Imagine these two together as a cape. So it's going to be black on the outside, red on the inside, with a collar. What is a cape if not a skirt that's not sewn together in the front? That's what I think it is. I could be wrong. This could be a disaster. I needed a clasp so that Casper can easily put the cape on and take it off. It's like one of those like toggle type things. I don't know if it says on here, like, does it have a name? I told Casper it was a dragon's tooth. And he believed me. So that was fantastic. I also imagine that a classic Dracula would wear a waistcoat because I'm pretty sure he's a snappy dresser. We're talking like classic Bram Stoker's Dracula, just without the long hair. I found this. It's just quilting cotton, but like it sparkles and it almost looks like what is it? Lightning bolts. I did source a free pattern for a vest. I will link it below. The pattern does have welt pockets on either side of like the front. I'm not doing pockets because we only have 2 weeks to make all of these items that I will list here. 2 weeks to make all of this. I found, just like in a bulk button bin, say that 5 times fast, plain silver, hello camera, silver buttons, and I found 3 matching ones. If you haven't watched my last video, go do that. It's my front porch decorate with me. It's a short one, don't worry, because I lost a bunch of footage and that's fine. Or maybe I never had it to begin with because I didn't hit record. We'll never know. But I discussed what the whole crew was being. Felix is being Dr. Frankenstein. So Felix needs a lab coat. You guys, I found a free lab coat pattern. Link will be in the description box below. I'm gonna make him a size 3-4 just so that I'm anticipating it's gonna be cold. It's only like 7 degrees today. It's 5 right now, but it's 7 as the high today. So Halloween is a toss-up. It could be mild, it could be frigid, it could be raining, it could be snowing. Nobody knows. So I feel like even if Felix's lab coat is a little bit big, he'll be able to wear like a hoodie underneath it and stay warmer. That brings me to Augie Bean. He's being the wolf man. So I still need to find a flannel button up for him, like just like a, like lumberjack shirt, flannel button up. But I found a pattern for a free faux fur hood. So it's like a hat, but it buttons or snaps underneath, like whatever you choose to do, with ears. You guys. I haven't taken this out of the bag because it will shed everywhere. So I need to make sure this is probably one of the last things I cut and that I have the vacuum ready to go. There, look at that. Look at that texture. So it's super soft and fuzzy. And I'm going to line it with, I have scraps of almost like this color, I think, or like similar, kind of a mousy color. And then whatever's left, I'm going to try and make him like little leg warmers and like maybe like just like little like cuffs for his shirt that I can just like with elastic, like almost like scrunchies, but for his wrists and his ankles to make him look fuzzy. And then maybe we'll put like a little boop on his nose, like a little like black smudge on his nose for like a wolf's nose. So that was super long-winded and hopefully I can cut it down to something less, like 15 minutes long. But now we need to trace out Casper's vest pattern and we need to start cutting stuff out. You guys, my brain cannot comprehend this. I'm so visual. I used to be so freaking good at math, especially this kind of math, and I'm like, I'm at a loss. I need Peter. Because like, I don't want to cut the fabric and have it be like messed up, but I also want to do like the best bang for my buck with the fabric because the 2 pieces of black I have are like small or like smaller. Am I overthinking this? I want to say I'm overthinking this. Like, wouldn't I just make like a 1/4 piece and just cut it 4 times? Doesn't that make sense? So it's the same radius. You just cut it 4 times because then you have boop, 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 and boop, right? Doesn't that make sense? Okay, so A, that was way too much thinking and a huge waste of time. But I think we figured it out, which I am very proud of myself for just like muscling through. So I'm trying to think of how long we want this cape to be. And Casper's gonna be home in like a half an hour. So I mean, really, I don't have to cut it out right now, but it's just the baby sleeping, so it'd be nice to. But I'm trying to imagine like on me, it doesn't have to be like a full length. We're not talking like floor length cape here. I'm talking like, you know, on me, I'm just go from the front, like where the clasp would be, right? Even if it came to like here, that's say 26, 27 inches. So that would be very long on Casper, I think. Okay, 53. So even if we said 50, 25, right? Like, weren't we saying like even 25 on me would be a respectable length? So on Casper, it's gotta be even longer. But no, that's not gonna work either. Right? Because I don't have 25 that way. Unless, oh, do I want to do that? I was just thinking, what if I attach these 2 pieces together so that I have one big piece and then there's just a random seam? Do I want to do that? Oh, fuck. Where do you fit? Here. Right? Because then, is it this way? Because then like I would have a really big piece. Gosh darn it. I think that's what I gotta do, guys. I think that's what I gotta do. Somebody tell me why I'm doing this. Does anybody know why I'm doing this? My brain feels like it's melting. I wonder if this is what Felix's brain feels like on the regular. I don't know why I made such a big deal of that because it literally took me 45 seconds. Don't sue me. Mom, if you're watching this, no, I did not change serger threads because ain't nobody got time for that. So yes, it's black fabric with white. Do I care? Not enough. Do I think Casper's gonna know? Do I think he's gonna know that it wasn't supposed to be like that? Nah, whatever. Should I have changed my tension? Probably. Again, nobody has time. So now, instead of having 2 pieces, we have one bigger piece. So I can fold this in half. And the nice thing is that no one's gonna see the seam from the inside, right? Because it's gonna be lined. And I have an important question.
What?
Do you want your vest to be lined with the bright red or with the black?
What color is the vest gonna be?
It's that sparkly one. I'll show you.
So basically just the red because I don't like black with not plain black.
Here. So Casper's home. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. The bean is up from his nap.
And yesterday I forgot my lunch pail at school.
You mean Friday?
I mean, on Friday I left my lunch pail at school.
He did. He left his
Duh.
lunch bag at school. So now you have to unload 2. But you're almost done.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I'm basically almost done.
He's basically almost done. So Casper's gonna take you through cutting some fabric there. Okay?
Okay.
There you go. It's all yours, buddy. It's your show now.
Thanks.
Here, why don't you use these? These will do better. These are
Okay.
fabric scissors.
Okay.
Just as important with these ones, super careful. These are sharp,
Yeah.
sharper than these. Do not cut your fingers, okay? You gotta tell the people what you're doing.
Well, I'm just cutting this and trying to make a scary face on it, basically. But I don't know how I'm doing this. But it's pretty easy to do this scary face. Basically, I just do this. Basically, just do what I'm doing.
Watch your fingers.
I know. Basically, people, I just do what I'm doing. Then cut. Look what I cut out.
Whoa. Whoa, are you making it into a mask?
I'm trying to.
That's impressive.
I'm gonna have it be like that.
Wow. That's crazy cool.
I know.
You're a very creative gentleman.
I know. I'm trying to make like this awesome mask.
Oh, God. Hello. I have spent far too much time waffling around creating things that have nothing to do with Halloween costumes. But were fun, nonetheless. So I made a card for my sister for her birthday, which was last Friday. But we were all sick, and I didn't have time and energy to make one in advance and send to her. So I made this. The black outline and the green are vinyl. It's the Starbucks logo, but it's like spookified. And then it's just on like cardstock. And then I made the envelope out of spooky paper. So I gotta toss that in the mail tomorrow. I have something to put in it, but I have to toss it in the mail tomorrow. It's 9:30 at night. And I haven't done any sewing. And I was supposed to come down here and do some sewing. And now, like, why? Children. What is happening? I hope you're just getting comfy. Casper's like rustling around a bunch. And Bean's been rustling too, but he seems to have put himself back to sleep. So I'm gonna start with Casper's cape because I think for me, it's gonna be the most basic and straightforward. I'm going to enclose all of the seams. And then the only one that will have kind of like a raw edge will be the neck. But it will still look fine. Because what I might do, I might serge that one if I get off my lazy bum and change my serger combs. I don't want to. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I might end up just, again, it doesn't need to be fancy. I might take a decent seam allowance on it and then just go over it with pinking shears so it doesn't fray or something. I might bind it. I probably won't bind it, let's be real. But anyways, everything's ready to go. I just need to start sewing. So I think I might do the capelet first because it's smaller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew the right sides together. I mean, it's quilting cotton. It doesn't really have a wrong side, and it's just plain as far as I can tell. But I'm going to sew the right sides together along the edges of the cape and the bottom. So that way I don't have to hem it. And then I'll turn them right side out. And I'll do the same with the collar. Turn it right side out, and then I'll put the interfacing in it and I press it so that, because it's a fusible interfacing, press it to make it stiff. And then I will match those, the cape, the capelet, and the collar right sides together and sew along that. And then hopefully that will mean the only raw edge will be where they're all sewn together around the neck. And I have to remember to put in a little loop, like a ribbon, a loop of ribbon or something. I have this ribbon that I could use to put around the little toggle, or I might do that after. No, I should enclose that in the seam. I should enclose that in the seam to put all of that together. And that should be, like I said, pretty freaking easy to do. So I just need to change the thread on my sewing machine, because right now I think I've got like white in there. So I'm gonna pick red and black, or maybe just black, or maybe just red. If you're into the sewing, or if you're not, you're just having a good time, spread some sunshine, share it with a friend, and hit the like button. And if you're feeling like it, help a sister out and hit subscribe. But I mean, don't feel pressure, and it's fine, whatever. Success?
Great success.
Great success. You want to put it on? Model it for our viewers. One,
I want to suck your blood.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Cool.
You a little dizzy? You guys, I feel like I'm under interrogation. But really, I'm just at my sewing desk. Trying to get some amount of light. Jeepers, that's bright. Anyways, it is just about noon. And this will be day 2 of sewing, day 3-ish kind of everything. Work with me. Last night I finished Casper's cape, and I almost finished his vest. I say finished, I mean I still have to add the toggle, but I'm going to hand stitch that on. And then the vest, I just need to hem it and then do the snaps. I'm going to do snaps and not buttons, because I feel like that'll be easier for him, but I'm going to glue or hand stitch the buttons on top of the snaps so it'll still look like buttons. Does that make sense? Let me give you the rundown so far, and then we're gonna, hopefully, if Augie keeps sleeping, we'll get some work done. So this is the cape so far. Don't worry, I will make sure we get video and photos and whatever. Because you know I'm gonna take video of us doing trick-or-treating. So I'm really happy with how this turned out, because I didn't have a pattern. The math boggled my mind. I mean, like you saw, right? Like it boggled my mind. But I got it and I figured it out, and I had enough fabric to do like a little capelet on top. So this is the outside with the little capelet on top, lined with red. The collar, I made sure to do like a nice like pointed edges or corners or whatever. And then this is the inside, same thing. So the capelet on the out, and then the full cape lined, and then the collar lined as well. And then because I didn't want the serger seam to be visible, I top stitched just this black and white striped gross grain ribbon on top that I had. And then the toggle loop I did out of red and white, like skinnier ribbon. I feel like this will be easier for Casper's fingers to get over the dragon's tooth, the plastic toggle. Anyways, this is the vest so far. If I can get this little piece of thread. So the back, the front, completely lined. He requested to be lined with red, not black, which was good because I had more red than black. And following the pattern, which I'll link below, don't worry, it encloses all of the seams. So like that's the neck, inside shoulder, and inside, like the side seam. So the only thing I still have to do is hem this angle here, and then all the way around the bottom, and then this angle here. And what it suggests doing is fold it up and press it 1/4 inch, and then fold it up another 1/4 inch so that you're completely enclosing the raw edge here. I don't know if you can see it. So this raw edge, so you fold it and then fold it again and top stitch it. And because it doesn't have to stretch, I can just use my regular sewing machine. All right, Mr. Casper is home from school. I'm about to show him his treasures. First, I have to move my work in progress, which is the lab coat. It's not done yet. Okay, come here. Come here. Just scared the crap out of Bean. Okay, try now.
Me? This one.
Okay, so then we'll have to pin to see like where the buttons need to go.
Like one there.
I think what I'm gonna do, because buttons are tricky for you to do up and undo, I think I might do snaps and then sew the buttons on top of the snaps. So you won't have to feed it through a buttonhole, you'll just have to snap it together.
Oh, that's easy.
Okay, are you ready for the pièce de résistance?
Yeah.
So you'll probably wear one of your white school shirts with this.
Why?
Because a vampire has a fancy collar, and your white school shirts have a collar on them, and we'll just do all the buttons up.
Yeah.
Okay, how does that feel?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, the cape.
We gotta focus on the Casper. Hold on. Here, you stand back, I'll shine the light at you. Maybe stand back a little bit more. Da-na-na-na. Okay, close your eyeballs. Are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
I am.
I don't think you are, man.
I am.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay, open your eyeballs.
Whoa. Jeez, that's so cool.
So, I have a
Why
loop.
do you have a zipper?
No, Nyama zipper. It's just where the collar's stitched on.
It's a loop.
The loop is going to go around the dragon's tooth. Hold it on. So I still have to put the dragon's tooth on it. I just kind of want to see where it's got to go. Maybe I'll stitch this on with some ribbon as well, and then it can just like that. Do you know what I mean? Let's see. Because then it'll be a little bit looser.
What do you mean?
I'm going to show you. I was thinking if I do it like this, and then attach. Come closer again. I'll get it. Come here.
Guess what? Someone that was in my class last year has a multicolor pen.
With like multi-clicks on it?
Yeah, so the clicks are round and you press the click to do which one color you want.
That's really cool. Twirl, buddy. Whee! A creature of the night. Hey?
Mm-hmm.